Hey guys, this is Gabin once again, and this is my first video for 2020 in terms of doing math. So yeah, today we'll be looking at one of the most interesting topic in mathematics, and this topic is the financial mathematics, or financial mathematics. So we know that mathematics is made with different components or branches, right? So today we'll be focusing on financial mathematics. So with financial mathematics, I'm actually gonna be focusing more on wages and salaries, right? Wages and salaries. Now, there are many concepts behind that. There are many things that we should talk about that. However, I'm gonna be focusing on actually the mathematics behind these topics, right? So now let me give you a simple definition or differences between a wage or wages and salaries, right? So wages is basically a fixed rate per hour, right? A fixed rate per hour, right? And also what that means is you get paid per hour, and also if you work outside of the working period, then you get paid more, right? So that's wages. However, for salary is a fixed annual amount, so you get paid yearly, right? So you get paid yearly, and also you usually get paid fortnightly or monthly depending on the country. However, when you work outside of the working period, you don't get paid anything extra, right? So salary, you get paid annually, and also it's usually many people or many countries, they do pay fortnightly or monthly. However, for wages, you get paid per hour, and also if you work outside of the working period, then you get paid more. So that's the simple definition between those two things, right? And the last thing is actually, there's always with math, there's always a basic concept or assumed knowledge, right? So you can't do advanced stuff when you don't understand the basic stuff. So let's have a look at a few things here. So as you can see, the title is financial mathematics, right? And the second subtitle is wages and salaries, which is what we are going to be focusing on, wages and salaries. Now, my assumed knowledge, things that I'm assuming that you should already know by now, is how to convert unit of time, right? Unit of time, we are talking about years, month, weeks, fortnight, all those things. And also here we are talking about how to convert from percentage, right? This symbol is percentage to decimals, and also how to convert percentage to fractions, right? So those are things that I'm assuming that you should already know by now. The next thing is finding a percentage of a quantity, right? When we say finding a percentage of a quantity, is we are looking at quantity. Quantity here is basically could be money, right? So it's more about money because we are talking about financial mathematics, right? So it's money, right? How do you find a percentage of a particular amount of money? And the third thing is actually change of quantity by percentage, right? Change of quantity by percentage. But these topics might sound, I have an idea what's that, but let's look at a few examples, and that way everything should be clear, all right? So let's get started with by looking at a few examples. Then I roll up this. Right, we are converting the following. Convert the following. So we have got for A, we have got 4 years in month, right? We're trying to convert 4 years into months. So what we do here is basically what we have to break down is how many months and 1 year. So we need to investigate how many months and 1 year. So what we know is 1 year. So we can put 1 year. 1 year is equal to 12 months. 12 months, right? Now, what that means is for 4 years, we'll take 12 months times by 4, and that it's equal to 48 months. Right, so you can see here, you can see the pattern here. You can see the pattern here. We are going from 1 to 4, right? So we have to multiply by 4 on both sides, so times by 4. Times by 4, right? So that's for A. And for B, fortnight, right? Fortnight. So when we say fortnight, right? Many people are not familiar with fortnight, except maybe in the Western countries, but fortnight is basically saying per 2 weeks, right? Everything per 2 weeks. So fortnight is a special name for 2 weeks, right? So what we have to break down here is to actually break this down. We know that 40 nights into years, right? So we are converting into years. Now, the first thing that we should do is how many weeks. So this is per 2 weeks, but we can convert everything into weeks. So 1 year is equal to 52 weeks. Now, and we also know that 1 fortnight is equal to 2 weeks. Now you can see the pattern, right? So 1 year is called 52 weeks, and 1 fortnight is equal to 2 weeks, right? And then what we have to do next is actually taking this 52 fortnight into 52 fortnight will be equal to 2 weeks times by 52. 2 weeks times by 52, that gives us 104 weeks. 104 weeks, right? So the next step is to actually convert everything. Now we know that in 1 year there is 52 weeks. So now, however, our total weeks is 104. Therefore, what we can do is 52 fortnight. 52 fortnight is actually equal to 52 fortnight is actually equal to 2 years, right? Because in the 104 there are 52 weeks, so it's basically equal to 104 weeks, which is equal to 2 years. 2 years. So that's our answer for second. For B. Now the last bit or the third question is basically converting this percentage into fraction then decimal number, right? So what we do here is into fraction. So this, I said, we read the percentage per cent, which means per 100, right? Cent is usually over 100. So this 37.5% is actually equal to 37.5 over 100. And this is, we are converting into fraction. And then the last bit, convert this into decimal, then we divide by 100. When we divide by 100, we move the decimal point forward twice because we have 2 zeros, right? So this becomes 0, 3, 7, and 5. Right, so this is the assumed knowledge. Right? So this is basically the example of assumed knowledge. The first question was converting from years into month, and the second one was from fortnight into years, and the last bit was converting a percentage into fraction and then decimal. Right? So thank you very much, guys, and I'm looking forward to make a part 2 of this video. And in the part 2 of this video, we will actually be doing questions where we actually tackle our title or our topic, which is wages and salaries. So the next questions or the next video, I'll be talking about wages and salaries. We'll be doing a few calculations on wages and salaries. Thank you very much, guys. I love you, and I'm looking forward to actually deliver or offer you more videos about these topics. Thank you. See you soon.